Hey, yo, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's your brother AHBAD here from YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, AHBAD. I'm profitable service, St. Petersburg, Florida, GMS Tampa Bay 12. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Bashim Yahawashi, Bashim Chakadash. Double honors to my older apostles, like great millstone who rule well. Single honor salutation to all you sincere brothers that's constantly pushing this word of truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth, and peace and blessings also be to the one-third and to the confusion in the faces as well. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. Excuse me if my audio is kind of in and out, but I'm standing up right now, waiting on transportation. But yeah, I've been wanting to touch on this subject for a couple days, and I'm just gonna do it through the spirit right now. I was gonna do a sit down, but nonetheless, though, here we go. It says U.S.-China trade. What are rare earth metals, and what's the dispute? Now remember, before you actually have physical war, you always have economic wars. But you have economic hitmen, and you have trade wars. And right now, China and the United States are in trade wars. Now you see China export absolutely more product than the United States does. But the United States import more of whatever products that they are shipping in, basically coming from China. Make a long story short, America really has the upper hand because, well, America is that merchant city that's spoken about in the book of Revelation. But something that China has that America needs desperately, and that's called rare earth metals, or rare earth minerals or elements, so to say. Now, I'm not going to rant too long. I'm going to just read some of this article here. And this is going to give them an upper hand in this trade war, so to say. It says the metals are used to produce a number of goods, including mobile phones and cameras. All right. What are rare earth metals? Rare earths refer to a group of 17 metals that are prized for their unique magnetic and electrochemical properties. They include elements such as gadolinium, lanthanum, cerium, promethium, and are vital in the production of cancer treatment drugs, smartphones, and renewable energy technologies. The elements have been designated as critical by the U.S. Geological Survey for sectors including national defense. So these rare earths, what they call them, are used from anything from cancer treatment to smartphones, even to national defense military equipment, which I'm going to read on to later. All right, so now this goes to show you that America, which is, the Babylon the Great, and Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, that their kingdom is crumbling before their eyes, and that they're losing that power that they once possessed, going back until like the early 30s, 40s, 50s era. Well, you can watch a movie for like 10 cents or something like that to that estate. Now you got to pay $10. Go to show you the value of the dollar. Now let's go into Obadiah chapter 1. I'm going to go into verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And how has that happened? That has happened by Psalms, the 19th Psalm. Well, that line that goes throughout the earth, which is what? The internet. Because when you are connected to the satellite or you connected to the internet, you are online, like AOL online back in the day. Remember, you used to be able to get like 500 something free hours to go online. But to make a long story short, now Esau is being searched out because everything that they have hidden from the world can now be displayed on the internet, which is why they're trying to control the airways. Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. So that means that prime example, Turkey was a part of the EU, if I'm not mistaken. Now Turkey has basically left, I believe it was the EU or NATO, and now they're buying S-400s from Russia, which is supposed to be enemies to the United States of America. Yeah, that's just one example. And even China and Russia doing deals, trying to make the pipeline so that they can give more gas to Europe, okay? Which you have the EU, who are supposed to be allies to with the United States, but their bond is starting to become weakened more and more as time goes on. Now let's get back to the rest of this precept. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. What does it mean by that bread? Well, you know how Jake say in the world, y'all might here getting this bread. There's somebody getting that money, a loaf. Well, they've been eating, making money off of you, but now they're trying to lay a wound up under you with these what? Rare earths, all right? Because this is vital unto you. Now let's get back into this article a little bit. It says China is by far the world's largest producer of rare earths and accounts for about 70% of global production. The country has some 37,000, so I'm saying 37,000, so like 37% of global reserves. Now, they ask, how did rare earths get caught up in the U.S.-China trade war? Beijing has been looking for further leverage in its trade war with the U.S., which escalated earlier this month when Donald Trump announced he was increasing tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods from 10% to 25%. So while China retaliated with tariffs on what's up, brother? On $60 billion. Nah, brother.
You need one?
Nah, I'm good, brother.
I got a whole day pass, a brand new $4, but I don't want too far.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody just asked me that, and she went that way. She had a red dress on, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, brother. Yep. So like, Jay trying to hustle. Nah. I ain't got nothing on me like that, boss. All right now. All right, no problem, brother. So like it. So while China retaliated with tariffs on $60 billion of goods it imports from the U.S., including spinach, batteries, and coffee, Chinese newspapers have signaled that its next move could be the restriction of rare earths. Listen to this. It will be a blow to the White House as the U.S. relied on China for about 80% of its rare earth imports between 2014 and 2017. You're talking about a catalyst in this war, right? Oh my gosh. Hey, but that's just the spirit and pride of YAHAWASHI. So that just go to show you that Esau Edom need China. Esau Edom need Moab, more than Moab really needs them. It's really a catch-22. Why can't we all just get along and make this money long? Now, it says, what are they used for? The use of rare earths is vast and varied, spanning national defense to consumer goods. Hell, everything. You want to know why? We went into this digital age, and like I said, they're good for their electromagnetic properties, so to say. Okay? They are used in healthcare, including for surgical supplies, pacemakers, cancer treatment drugs, and rheumatoid arthritis medication. They are also found in telescope lenses, aircraft engines, and are used as catalysts, wow, I just used that word, and auto exhaust systems to help reduce emissions. Man, this is a Trump card right here. No pun intended, Trump. All right. So this right here just go to show you, man, that as America tries, Babylon the Great, as they try to control and run the whole world, which they're trying to be the police officer of the entire world, well, the world is coming against you. Those that was Confederate with thee. Now let's go into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 23. It says, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? A reason why I love to bring this precept out when I see that the heathen nations are like contrary to Babylon, America, it's because when you think about a judge have a tool known as, it's called a gavel. It's like a hammer. And whenever there's like disorder in the court, he'll hit the hammer it was a wooden hammer, wooden mallet, hit it on his desk, wherever he's sitting at, like order in the court, I'll hold you, and I'll hold you in contempt, or things of that nature, So that's what Esau trying to do. They're trying to be that hammer. And then on top of that, you can think about it in the physical sense. America's military is like a hammer, and all the other nations are like nails to them in their eyes. Okay. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And that's going to happen pretty soon. Which is why we keep speaking about the thermonuclear warheads. People think it's so far-fetched. I mean, here it is. We live in a society right now, right? Where you can go look at the history of all the great nations, all the great kingdoms, from the Egypt, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, Okay, the Medes, the Persians, even Esau with his Greco-Roman Empire, and then you had Jake ruling for 1,000 years, the Southern Kingdom in Europe. But here it is, you have a country, a kingdom on earth, where I can talk to somebody that's halfway across the world through a device, or I can even fly to see them in less than a day, or I can see them via some type of screen on some kind of tablet or electronic device. I mean, you have machines doing heart surgery. Okay, you have all kinds of technology and advances in the society. Hoverboards, you know, it's so much. And you mean to tell me that America is not in the Bible? You mean to tell me that they gonna make thermonuclear warheads, and there's a clear description that says that while you stand upon your feet, that your flesh shall be consumed, your eyes and your socket, and your tongue in your mouth. But America's not in the Bible. You people are foolish, okay? This is just an end-all, be-all coming pretty soon. So let me read a little bit more of this article and I'm going to close out. It says, the U.S. has a single rare earth mine in operation based in California. The Mountain Pass mine exports about 50,000 tons of rare earth extract to China for processing. So even the rare earth extracts that America has, they got to send to China to get processed. Same thing with the oil that America has. They have to get it processed where? Over there in Saudi Arabia. Man, like the pride and arrogancy of Esau Edom, man, is just phenomenal. But it's the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI while all this is happening. Okay. Now before I close out, I want to bring out a precept that you all are probably familiar with. Pray I'm going to the right. Pray I'm going to the right. Right here. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. It says, and I'm going to close out from this. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. What is America known for? Pride. When they make something in America, what it says? Made in the USA with a flag on it. Okay, they say, I'm proud to be an American. Don't they have the Proud Boys that's around here harassing people? Which they want to call themselves white nationalists, nationalists when you just read the Hebrew Edomites, okay? What did they say? The few, the proud, the marine? The Lord, he cannot stand pride. He hates it. So guess what? Your pride is right here before our eyes. But guess what's going to come after that? Destruction. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, Bashim, Chakadash, the most of the apostle, great millstone who rule well. Seek honest citation, all you sincere brothers, peace and blessings to the 1/3, also, and to the confusion of faces, man. Like I always say, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Salaki Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chakadash, Tam Yat, Lawan Kanai, Lawan Mahar, Kwam Yasha Allah, Mawaf Lababal, Shalom.